Morning, Brenda. Oh, Lance,
Hey, Paul, how are you?
not doing too bad other than it snowed overnight.
Oh, good. That's good. You got some shoveling to do.
Yeah.
You eating a donut? Hey, Paul, how are you? Are you eating a donut?
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, hey, when Dre comes in, there's a buddy of mine that has a question for him, and I don't think he's ever been to your show. His name's Tim. I don't know if he's here yet, but when Dre comes in, we need to ask him a question.
Okay.
So just remind me if Dre pops in.
Yeah, he pops in and out, so I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Who else
Uh,
is in here? I heard another voice.
oh, that was just backlash.
Oh, okay. Just you and me.
Yep.
Raining here. I'm not going to fly. I had a kick in the pants flying Seattle yesterday morning. I posted a couple things, but it's nice to get out and fly with a buddy. You going to fly this morning?
No, it's gusting to 45 miles an hour.
Well, you know what Joe would say.
Yeah, yeah, I know what he'd say.
Send it. Uh, Send your Mini 3 Pro.
I'm gonna call Dre for you and see if he's gonna be here.
Okay. And I don't know if you can tell who's in the chat. I don't know if Tim is here or not. Maybe Tim, if you type something, I'm driving, so I can't see the chat, but Paul can.
Just the usuals.
Okay. Tim thought he was going to try to make it this morning. I don't know. He's wanting to fly, or he's wanting to do some mapping, and he's got a couple questions.
I didn't get any answer on Dre's phone, so.
Okay, no worries. I've got to stop at Walmart and then go gas up. So I'll be away from the phone from time to time, but I'm still 15 minutes from Walmart. So.
Okay, see, Johnny is live right now, so that's where Joe is.
Yeah, and I was listening to Johnny for a bit, but then I had to. I was just getting ready to walk out the door, so I shut him down and got in the car, and I saw you were up, so I came here.
Yeah,
Because
well,
Johnny usually shuts down right as you start. You know, he's pretty, courtesy. You know, he's got a lot of courtesy. Unless he's got some hot topic. I don't know what. I know he's given Joe the business on his 1,000.
yeah, can you imagine he still hasn't gotten that?
I can't. It's kind of like Don's, drone. They're holding back on two of your two of your two of your buddies.
Yeah, but see, the point that I don't understand is why they keep sending him notice that it'll be out today, and then they send him a note. Nope, out tomorrow. Nope, out the next day. Out. This is the 5th day.
Yes.
But it shows when you want to know, you do the tracking, it shows it's right in his area.
Yeah, I know. That's weird, isn't it? What, just deliver it.
Well, I'm thinking somebody might have stolen it off the back of the truck when he made a stop, or the guy doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
Yeah. Well, Don got something from Impex the other day, and
Yeah.
I'm assuming it was delivered to his house. I ordered something from Impex, and it's at the UPS store at the CVS local store here in town. It's like, why didn't you just deliver it to my house? So now I've got to stop there on the way home tonight to pick up those pictures. It's like, really?
Crazy.
Yeah, I don't know why I must have checked. I know I didn't check something that said delivered to the UPS store. I would never do that. Like, I'll stop on the way home. I took a picture of Mount Rainier in Tacoma, and I sent it to one of our secretaries, and she said, "I want to buy that from you." So I said, "Okay." So I printed it out, and it's delivered now, and now I need to go drop it off.
It's is Tim's name White or his channel Air Shots by Tim Whitetail?
Yes, that's probably him.
Okay,
That's
so he just got into the chat at a minute ago.
Okay, so hey Tim, I don't know if you can hear me. This is Lance. Dre isn't here yet, so you may just have to kind of sometimes he comes in, sometimes he doesn't. But you can type in. Did he come in? Did he come into the
He's just into the chat.
So he's just in the chat. Okay.
Yeah.
So he can formulate his question if he wants to in the chat, Tim, and then just wait for Gray to come and then hit ask him the question, and I can ask him live from what I know from what you told me. And
he said to tell you no word.
Yeah. Okay. And then I'll give him your phone number. You don't want to type it in the chat. I will as soon as I get to work, I'll send Dre your phone number. But he's pretty knowledgeable in mapping, so he's the guy you want to ask. Morning, Mark.
Morning, Lance. Morning, Paul.
Mark is there with his buddy Precious.
And Precious is down at the bottom of the garden at the gate.
Oh, he's outside?
Yeah, she's outside. Well, I'm outside as well, but
A little chilly there?
a little.
It's only 8 degrees here with high winds.
8 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yep.
Cold.
It is cold.
37 here in Seattle. Much warmer today, but it's also raining, so we've got cloud cover.
8 degrees centigrade here.
And you can see, if you can see my camera behind me that's panning, there isn't anybody down by the water. Oh, there's a car, but it's just a strong westerly wind, and it just even looks cold.
Johnny must still be on, huh?
Here comes Joe.
So Johnny must be off.
Yeah, Johnny just got off.
On?
No, he got off just now.
Oh, he just got off.
Yeah, it was a little impromptu thing.
Yep.
You don't know much about mapping, do you, Joe?
No, not enough.
Okay.
I know how to find my way on a map. But
he invited a buddy of his over. He had questions, and if Dre came in, but
You know how to hit a pole though.
Yeah, I know. Well, like I said this morning on there, I didn't see the pole though. I hit it. So I didn't even know I hit a pole. I just knew something happened until I went back and looked at the footage.
JDS, how you doing?
Hi, JDS.
His buddy's name is channel name is Air Shots by Tim Whitetail.
Sounds like he's Native American.
He says he tried to come in, but I don't understand why he didn't. You just go up to the top, up to the chat, and just click on the link, and the link should bring you right in.
Now who's that?
That's Lance's buddy that has a question about mapping. Now that you're here, he knows that you know everything about mapping.
Yeah, don't waste his time.
Jonathan.
And Mark, do you know anything about mapping?
Only
Always have
In a-
always have the map at the top as north and south at the bottom.
yeah, only
And have one in your glove box.
Yeah.
only in a surveying type,
Jonathan, good
Not the way-
morning.
not with a drone. No.
Oh Lord, help me. Who did Biden pardon today?
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
He pardoned a whole bunch of people, like about 1,200 people.
Okay, guys, I'll be right back.
You pardoned 1,200 people? Oh, he's supposed to pardon all of the people from that little riot, I guess y'all want to call it, at the Capitol.
Hmm.
Who did that?
Biden.
No, I don't think he did that. I know he was pardoning Fauci, and Fauci's not even got anything on him yet. He's giving blanket pardons out, and according to the law, he can't give a pardon out for something that hasn't been done. So
He's
it's
got
gonna be moot.
first.
Yeah, they gotta have a charge on him, or they've got to go to jail, or whatever. So he's playing around, and it's all right.
The true
All he's
meaning
doing is pissing people off. And it's not him doing that. I guarantee you. I guarantee that's not his signatures.
No, it's the groupies in the White House.
Yeah, it's probably got one for Pelosi, everything. They better give Pelosi one. They're about to get up inside of trading.
Joe, your Power 1000 come yet?
I don't want to talk about it.
Now you talked to somebody late last night. Didn't they say it was still supposed to be delivered?
In 3
Talked to
hours.
somebody this morning.
What they say?
Talked to somebody this morning. They told me, and that we'll give you a schedule when we know. I said, well, it's been on a truck for 3 days. So they went back and finally looked at what I was telling them. She says, well, it says it's at the office in Covington. I said, I'm about 1.5 miles from that office in Covington. Can I pick it up? And she says, I'll put a message in there to see. She came back and she says, no, they're going to put it on a truck. I said, so you're telling me you don't know where it's at?
Yeah, that's what it was. It
I said, 'cause
wasn't
you're
that.
telling me it's at the office,
Yeah.
you know, like this. And she says, we understand your frustration. I said, no, you have no clue of my frustration.
Well, they killed me with that message right there. I understand the frustration. What? No.
I told him, I said, you have no clue of my frustration. I said, the best part about it, I have another delivery coming in today from FedEx, the same driver.
Yeah.
So when he shows up this morning, me and him gonna have a long talk. So I may not be on the show later.
All right, now we need to come get you. Let us know.
You want to make sure.
When I open the door, I'm gonna have my gun on my hip.
You want to make sure Justin's there when he arrives
Yeah.
in uniform.
Well, let me show you what I got from let me show you some of the stuff that's been sent. Hold on.
Good morning, Justin.
Justin, what's good?
This is day 5 of the 1,000
being
hasn't been
delivered.
delivered.
Yeah, figured that. I heard Joe going off on it about a second ago.
Bet you
Oh,
won't make
sure, yeah.
fun of nobody
So
else
why
with the package.
Why do they keep saying it's going on the truck and then it doesn't get delivered? She didn't give you an answer to that?
She can't give me that answer. She tried to tell me the tracking. I said, I almost said, bitch, I got the tracking. I'm looking at it. So let me show you.
And then he told her he's only how far away from that office?
1
Mile
mile.
and a half.
Mile and a half.
I'd drive the fuck down there and I'd make a big ass steak.
Start pounding on the counter.
Well,
Yeah.
if you look at it, here was the first day. Look at the bottom. It said on FedEx for delivery. Then it says delivery update. No attempt made to schedule for the next day. That was on the 9th, right? See, that was on the 9th.
Yep.
This is on the 10th. Says at location, went on a truck on FedEx delivery. Doesn't say anything else. 411. Don't get it delivered, right? Hey, stop it over there. They're walking at each other. So there you go. I'm gonna knock him out. Okay, so it said on the delivery. Then yesterday it says on FedEx delivery updated for delivery again. Nothing, right? So get this thing off. So that's the day. All of them saying on the truck for delivery, right? Then last night it comes on here and it says this on the 10th, the same thing, right? Let's see. It's again 11th, same thing. Scheduled for the next day. So then I get this from Amazon. Now expected by the 14th. It was sorry for the delay. If you not received your package by the 14th, you get a refund.
Like I said, what
And
I
now
would
if
do,
it's not here by Saturday, they can give me a refund.
so what I'd do is I'd print that out, what you got there, and I'd go down to that office and say, what the fuck is this?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I might go there in a little while.
It'd be worth the
Oh,
trip,
no,
Joe,
it's-
because you'll be able to get all that anger out on somebody.
Tell 'em
Now,
you
I don't
wanna
want to get all
speak
that
to a
anger out on somebody. At least it'll be in Covington. That's where my son worked. They all know me. They'll be nice to me.
Well,
Don't say
what you
I-
do is you let your son go in there with you with a uniform on.
Just
Morning,
go
Laura.
in there,
Yeah, that's
just walk in there, and tell them you want to talk to a manager. You don't want to speak to anybody but a manager of the office. And let them dig into it and figure out where the fuck it's at and why it keeps saying that.
And
Yeah,
they're gonna say,
They should be able to contact that truck driver wherever he is.
It's ridiculous.
they're gonna say, okay, but if you tell me your problem, maybe I can help you. What's the problem, sir?
I'm
And
saying, my
then-
problem is now talking to you. Give me a
Then
minute.
you're gonna get 15, 20 minutes of conversation. I think the last time I called and they went with all that conversation, I told the person, I said, listen, you see that little book you got in your hand that tells you what to say when people say something? They said, yeah. I said,
Put it
that
away.
down. Yeah, I said, put that down. Yeah, I told
Put it
Sean,
away.
I said, put that down. I said, because you ain't talking to a computer and I ain't trying to read a book. We need to understand each other. Get mines to me.
No Dre yet?
No, Dre.
No.
Gonna
Dre
stand it up.
normally comes in like midway through the show.
Laura's sending you messages, Justin.
Just as long as you don't send me a message. Oh, she already did.
Starting to.
Yeah,
just
Waypoint,
on the
that's
game
what I
more.
said. He needs to go in there with his son in his uniform.
No, I need to go in there with a gun on my hip.
Joe's trying
I'm
to
gonna
figure
go. I
out
got
how-
a shirt in the back. It says, I'm a veteran and I'm a grandfather. So I'm not afraid of anything. Now this is pissing me off today. I redid the Dragon A with a little bit of Dragon. It's now integrated into it. So now it's part of it. Can't get this sucker to go together. It's got me mad.
Is this not the same one you were working on yesterday, was it?
No, this is the one I did last night. There's a new one. That's in there, so I give this one to my granddaughter, so she can't take the dragon out and lose it. But it's not fitting. It's just, I got to get it to fit the first time. It's all a little excess hair I got to get off. Once it starts the first time, it's done. But I can't get it to get the groove the first time.
Take a razor blade on the edge and just kind of scrape.
You mess it up. It doesn't take much to mess them up. You can do better with your fingernail. Just run your fingernail along the edge. It's one place. I can see where it's at.
Hey, Lance,
I might have to do that.
Tim said, I'll catch up with you later after he calls me. Thanks. Bye. He's got to run.
Okay, thank you. Have a good day.
Like Dre messaged me on Facebook. I can't read it because I'm driving. But so Tim, I'll let you know what he says once I stop. I'm gonna get gas here in a second.
Yeah,
Maybe as I.
he said he had to run anyway. Tim did.
Oh, Tim did. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll catch up with you after he calls me. Thanks for your help. Gotta run.
Okay. Probably you guys took a Justin Keston, probably.
Here you go. I took a fingernail file right at the edge of it, just filed a little bitty piece. Now it's trying to go in. That's what it was. It was a little wide at the end. You got to work it. You got to work it like that until it starts. What it'll do is it will actually rub off. But it's so sensitive. I mean, if you do it just a little bit too much, it won't fit right. Yeah, it's kind of frustrating. Let me find out this other package I got coming. See if it's the same guy. Because if it's the same guy, we're gonna fight.
Hey, I had Alfonso deliver mine. Johnny did a great job.
Johnny rubbed it in last night. What you talking about?
And you might well cancel that, get your money back.
Well, funny part about it, I tried to cancel it right away. You remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said, "Oh, you can't cancel it. You can't cancel it because it's already been processed." 10 minutes later.
Yeah.
Now the best part about it, they tell me I can get a refund. Why don't they tell me they'll send me another one? Now it's the principle of the thing. You know?
Yeah. I will never pull a Joe again.
Well, it just kind of shows you that don't drop Joe's name in order to get special privilege.
No.
No.
Well, if they don't, well, you could wait till tomorrow, and then if they don't deliver it tomorrow, then get your refund, then go to FedEx and tell them you want it back.
Well, they said they wouldn't refund it until the 14th,
The
right?
14th.
Which is
Which
tomorrow,
is
right?
Saturday.
No, today's the 12th.
Today's
Yeah, it's Friday
Saturday.
the 13th tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was Friday the 13th. Aren't we lucky?
That has nothing to do with it. I got what you call it.
What you
I
call?
got basketball games tomorrow night. On Friday the
Who's
13th.
Oh.
Girls or boys?
Both of them.
Oh,
It's Mandeville versus Fontainebleau. That's the big city rivalry across town. And they're at Mandeville tomorrow. We were at Fontainebleau the other night, and Mandeville beat them like the girls beat them like by 30 points. So it's going to be nasty tomorrow night. They always have a pretty good deal.
Good rivalry going there.
Oh, yeah. You ought to see them in football.
Well, you must be getting kind of lonely because you don't have them hot mamas all hugging on you.
The junior high, they got better moms at the junior high.
I thought you had your
Right,
eyes. Thought you had your eyes set on the mayor. Is she a mayor? Old girl from yesterday.
She's that's Helena Marino.
Yeah.
She's yeah, okay, out for delivery. So, it says delivery updated. The manage. They see even that. Even the one I'm supposed to, it says it's in Covington, Louisiana, but doesn't say it's out for delivery. My other one.
Just says
Nope. And take a ride up there.
You realize we're a little small town. It may just be having so many packages he can't look at them all done. But
Laura
they ought to
said,
be bringing another FedEx truck in to help.
Laura said, Joe, you got my mail? Yeah, he ain't gotten shit yet.
I'm not. I haven't got yours either.
The guy
Joe, Joe, I
Tried
can't help but to laugh at you, man, because you was making fun of me. I got the
I know.
Hey,
I'll
Donald,
pull it this.
football.
Hey,
God,
Jonathan.
God,
Hey, Jonathan. I pinched myself the other day to make sure I was alive.
the guy
I wanted to make sure I was alive, and I wasn't just making fun of him. Thing.
gets
You
to
gonna
Joe's
hold
box.
this till you get your package? You gonna
No.
hold this till you get your package?
He gets to Joe's box.
Is that the
Tries
new
to
one,
pick it
Jonathan?
up.
Yes, sir.
Says, I'm not carrying that up them stairs.
Yeah, you can tell. He got the LiDAR on the front.
Yeah, I decided to put the same feathers on them both. There's your LiDAR.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's worth. I wasn't even thinking nothing about the LiDAR. I just wanted the 60 mph, baby. Now we're playing with power. I feel like a half-ass FPV pilot. Now,
You fly like
Turn
one?
around and look at your ass.
I don't know if I can fly like one. I've never flown an FPV, but I tell you what, that A3S sure move like one.
Tell me when you can do a power loop with it.
Power loop. Yeah, there you go.
You gonna need Joe Fodolio for some power loops. I can't do them.
Do a power loop with the Avata too.
$3.11 for gas.
What's that, Lance?
$3.11.
$3.11 for gas today.
Is 289 here, I think, my area.
Well, the regular stations around here are 267. If you go to Costco and Sam's, they're fighting each other across the highway, and they're running at 239.
Yeah.
Well, it was averaging like 318 to 325 here.
Yeah.
It's gone down. Now it's been in the 280s and 290s for the last like couple weeks.
And it's $3.11 at Costco. It's probably $4.11 in town. Maybe not quite that much. Maybe $4.
See, Paul, well, I got it on now where I've got about a quarter of an inch left to do. And what happens is you bring it back and forth, and all of a sudden you got an eighth of an inch. Then all of a sudden it starts working. But what you're doing, you're rubbing it off and making it fit,
Sure.
How come every time I fool with one of these things, I hear that song Like a Virgin?
Leave Cindy alone.
God darn it. I tell you what, it works your wrist out. I don't think I'm ever making any of these again. I think this is it. They actually have one that's got a clip that you can put the clip inside and it clips it together. I might make one of those. it's better just do that. But on the
Joe.
bottom, I've got 2024 Joe T on there. So that's the one my granddaughter's gonna get. So 30, 40 years from now, when I'm not around, she'll say, yeah, my grandfather gave me this.
Okay. So this, we'll fly this, yes?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
that's a 3.
Yeah, this one came with the Ed 3S, but it's, so that means
it'll
this is
fly
Aki
back, yeah.
4, which means it'll fly this Neil, so I can get little mama this controller with this Neil.
Yep.
The only thing though, Joe, with the one with the clip though, is how
How long is the
durable will that
gonna
clip?
last? Depends on how
Yeah,
much
over
you
time. Because yeah, if
Well,
it's
the clip-
opened and closed a bunch.
Well, the clip goes the whole inside and it clips from both sides. So it's like, looks like it would be a good deal. I just haven't made that. I haven't made that one because I'd rather the screw one. Let me show you. I got the clip. See. 3D print file. Mythical. Dragon.
Where's David?
Shit. Oh, I ain't gonna work.
See, all that wrist action from your 1970s porn collection is catching up to you.
That's the problem. That's the problem. I never had one, so it's not working. Here you go. I'll show you the clip I'm talking to you about. It's not the screen, stupid. You can see the
Hold
clip right here.
Yeah.
See that? That's one of them that fits. I don't know which one it fits in. I think it's this one right here.
I wonder
But
if
this
that's
one,
a clip or is that just as like a single turn where you put it in and then turn it and lock it?
I've been told that before.
Oh Jesus. Because it almost looks like it could be a clip or it could be, yeah. It's a where you single turn, you put it in and you
Yeah.
turn it. You can see where it goes up
Yeah, I
underneath
can
it.
see it.
Yeah, it's a single turn, so that actually might be better.
Left the
Yeah,
line, right the
I
unlock.
said that one time. I said it's supposed to be a single turn. She said you better keep moving.
Yeah, because you can see where the stops are on it on the sides,
Yeah.
where it goes down into the
You
rest.
see,
of
and the one I make is this one right here. The bottom right, that one. It's got the groove on it. So that
'Cause
I made this one. I made this one. It's right here. Get out of that.
Well, those other ones that would be easy to clean out with a file because it's just a little,
Oh yeah,
just
See, I
a
made
little
this
groove
one.
you got to clean out.
with the dragon on the inside. But this thing, all it does, it just fits on it, and it's just it'll fall off. You know,
Mm.
there's nothing to hold it in place. Well, this thing here, God, don't it? It takes about 10 good minutes.
That's 2 skins I got. Ooh, wee.
All
It
right.
takes about 10 good minutes to make it fit right.
Dude, just go hire you a hooker and tell her you need her hand skills. And just pay her to sit there and turn those eggs for you all day.
Look, you can tell I don't get much practice.
Be like, I don't really need you for anything. I just need you to sit here and turn these plastic eggs for me all day.
Yeah, because you just tell her the issue is that it's a tight screw.
Yeah, the thing is, it's not going to the last little bit. Too big. So why is it not fitting all the way?
Well, the problem isn't that it's inside the lid that it's got something that's stopping it.
No, it's probably this part. Looks like it's a little wider.
Yeah, see,
I'm
that
looking
other
at-
design would actually be better because, like I said, it's just 5 straight grooves that you just have to clean those grooves out, and it should pop right
Yeah.
on. See, the problem with trying to
Actually-
file threads is, like you said, you could screw it up by trying to get those threads filed right. You'd have to be careful with them. The other design's just a twist lock. Drop it
Yeah.
and twist it.
I think I found it. Got one spot that's got a little extra groove in it. Take the little X-Acto knife and just scratch it loose.
So somebody tell me why my cat climbed in the Chewy box and went to sleep.
Mark?
Telling you to get some more damn treats.
She literally. I just happened to look. I knew she was over there. And I happened to look like, wait a minute, where did she go? So I went over to look.
Dude, cats are like fascinated with cardboard boxes.
Can y'all see her?
Yeah. Cats love cardboard
Yeah.
She
boxes.
literally climbed in the box. It looked like she closed it behind her.
Yeah, like get the hell away from me. Leave me alone.
Our cats are like that. Every time there's an empty cardboard box, they go nuts. They jump in and
Yeah.
out of it. They love them.
Saw a
This
video
was-
yesterday on Instagram. 2 cats fighting, right? And a little bulldog come running in between. The bulldog wasn't a little bitty small one, like a little French bulldog. Come running in between them and just stood there and looked at them both and kind of bucked up like, stop. You know? I was waiting for both of them to jump in. But it was funny. They had about 6 or 7 different cat attacks on each other. And every time a dog would run in and stop it.
Okay. That's beautiful. You gotta love videos like that.
Yeah, I love watching those. The one I think is the most fun to watch though is they say bark at your dog, and they'll bark at one, and that sucker will turn around and get their face right like, why are you barking at me? I love those. Yeah, this last little piece is gonna really get me mad today. Well, it's got to be right there. Yeah, I got till Christmas to get this thing to work. Problem is, if I force it on, I can't get it undone. You know.
Well, the bad thing is, Joe, once your Power 1000 comes, that's going to eat up all your time, and that's coming in this afternoon.
Yeah, you think so? Huh?
Hey, if Lance says so, he guarantees it.
Yeah. Okay.
He's
I'll
trying
drop
to
your
get,
name, Lance. How about
Yeah.
that?
he's trying to
When he
get
knocks on my door with my other stuff, I'm gonna say, Lance said you got my Power 1000 on your thing. He'll say, Lance, who? You don't want to know. You really don't want to have to know who he is.
That's right.
You don't want to have to get to him. Don't.
Oh, watch this video I found last night. It was funny as shit. What?
All right. It's gonna be bad.
Calma, chocolate branco.
I'm ready to do it. I like the one with the girl standing on the street corner and the guy says, "Hey, bring that juicy butt over here." Like that. She goes, "What did you say?" And the guy comes from behind the tree. He's talking about me.
Oh,
He
dang.
runs over there and jumps in his arm. Like it's just wrong in many levels.
Okay, I'm gonna share something. You guys ready?
Oh, here we go.
I saw this morning. It cracked me up.
Do you know why we're here?
So, Joe, do you know why we're here?
No, Joe, you don't have to do that now.
All right, where are we?
You don't know where we are?
I never know where we are.
So you have no idea what we're doing here?
Is this about the Trans Oyster Bunny or?
No. I'm being booked for stealing an election, and you're being booked for an accessory to stealing an election.
Ah, cool.
Time to make your phone calls. Hey, Hunter, it's Obama.
Hey, it's Daddy too. Hey, delete my browser history, honey.
Hunter, we're gonna need you to call the Ukraine. We're gonna need some of that money back.
I can't believe we haven't been caught yet.
Yep, we're above the law. They can't touch us.
Yeah, I mean, we can touch other people, like kids and stuff, but nobody can touch us.
Uh-oh.
What's wrong?
Well, there's a racist cop behind us, and he's pulling us over because I'm black.
These damn racist cops. This wouldn't be happening if I was driving. You want some KFC? Would that make you feel better?
My life is so hard. Every day's a struggle. You don't even know what it's like to be me. Put your hands up!
This is bad.
Yeah, it looks like the end of the road for me.
You're not even smart enough to get a license. How are you even driving?
I have no idea.
Show me your hand. It's okay, officer. I'm white. Show me your hand. I'm showing you. Can't you see my hands are white?
If only I was given the same opportunities as white people. This wouldn't be happening.
Oh my God.
Are you thirsty?
Oh,
You
my
want some
mercy.
grape soda or some hot sauce?
No, I'll be fine.
Get out of the car now! Officer!
Where's that
My hands
boxing
are
video?
white! I'm not the one you're looking for!
Welcome to my life, Joe.
Oh, man!
Oh,
Everybody in the lineup looks just like you!
I know. Just like every time I go in the locker room, everybody looks like Michelle. How you doing, Joe?
Hey, my name's Joe!
Do you know why you're here?
Yeah. Yeah, it was a stupid thing to do, and I shouldn't have done it.
Then why did you do it?
I don't know. I just wanted to be president so bad, but I just want to let you know, Obama had nothing to do with it.
Did he help you steal it?
Wait, hey, hang on. I can't hear him. Hey, what'd you say, Obama?
I said that.
Okay, he said that,
No, stupid. Don't say I said. Just repeat everything I say.
No, stupid. Don't say I said. Just repeat everything I say.
Oh, God damn.
I stole it all on my own.
Ha! So you're trying to tell me that you stole the election all on your own?
Yep. Came up with the whole plan myself.
Did he know you were gonna steal it?
Well, yeah, but
Did Obama try and stop you from stealing it?
no. Why, is that bad?
Yeah. Aiding and abetting. Accessory? How can I be an accessory? This whole thing was my idea. Well, Joe seems to think that this was all his idea. Are you kidding? Me and Hillary planned this whole thing out. Joe was just listening to his earpiece. Did Joe ever try and stop you? Stop me? How could Joe stop me? So Joe had no clue what was going on? No. Joe just repeated everything I said while I sat in my living room watching The View in my pajamas. So at what point did you steal the election?
Wait, what? I didn't steal the election.
You said you stole the election.
What? I never said that.
You said you stole the election.
I stole the election.
Yeah. When did you steal it?
I stole the election?
I think we've established that. So, Joe, do you know why we're here?
So, Joe, do you know why we're here?
No, Joe, you don't have to do that now.
All right, where are we?
You don't know where
Okay,
we
you're
are?
gonna have to put the link of that in the chat. I gotta
So
send
you
that
have
to
no
my
idea
daughter.
what we're doing.
Is this about the Trans
That's
Oyster Bunny?
crazy.
I'm gonna send that to my ex-wife.
I'm
What you
being
talking
booked for
about?
stealing an election, and you're being booked for an accessory to stealing an election.
I want to keep on my ex.
Make your phone calls. Hey, Hunter, it's Obama.
Hey, it's Daddy too. Hey, delete my browser history, honey.
Hunter, we're gonna need you to call the Ukraine.
I like that. Well, we need some of that money back.
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
Yeah, Paul, you got to put a link in the chat.
Okay, hold on.
Wow.
Okay, I worked my wrist out enough for this. For that, I'll do it a little bit later. What's up, cool cat? Michael. Llama.
There you go,
haven't
there's
got
the
your
link in the
email yet. I
chat.
know y'all didn't send me one. You don't have to try to make me feel bad.
That's actually hilarious.
Hey. Get that, man.
Yeah, that came across my screen this morning. I just cracked me up.
Yeah, that is kind of, that is funny. I just sent it to Johnny. I told him watch it on YouTube. I'm gonna send it to my ex-wife for sure.
That just shows how IA has really come to fruition. It just makes you wonder. It keeps getting better and better by the day. In a few years, it's going to be, you won't know who is what.
Did you say IA?
Yeah, he did.
Artificial intelligence.
It's AI.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
intelligent.
we understand.
His AI is dyslexic.
Man.
They just made it's official. They made an announcement that Trump is the man of the year award.
Dear.
What year is that? For which year, Paul?
That man of the year this year.
2024?
Yep.
You know what?
Time
You know what?
Magazine's man of the year.
No, hold on. You know what? I have to give him that award. You know why? Because he pulled off some shit, boy, that just ain't possible. He did, you might well call him MIB. He pulled off the impossible. So yeah, we can give him that award.
Don says, artificial intelligence will never compete with natural stupidity.
Did you guys watch Ken Heron's video about
Yes.
about those drones in New Jersey?
Yep.
What did you say?
It was Ken Heron clickbait.
I love the way he went
He
through.
went on and on forever and he didn't say anything new. Said the same
Yeah.
thing.
That's Ken
Other
Heron.
than he talked about himself.
Yep.
But I love the way that he said it was definitely aliens. So now when Trump gets in, he's going to build a ceiling as well as a wall.
Yeah. That's typical Ken Heron though. He just patting himself on the back with every other statement.
We already have a wall up there. We're in a sphere and it's all being projected like the sphere in Vegas. Everything you see is non-reality. That's why we have glitches in the matrix every once in a while.
Mm.
The Matrix.
You know, I've never seen that movie.
Are you serious?
Never seen it. It's never interested me.
Listen,
Like Game of Thrones has never interested me.
Joe. If you watch that movie, right? It's really gonna make you wonder.
Well, Joe,
why I'm
just
not watching.
answer your question from before.
Mm-mm.
Biden commutes nearly 1,500 sentences and pardons 39.
Well, you've got to watch The Matrix. It's about your favorite drone, Joe.
Joe, if you watch that movie there, right?
Neo?
Yeah.
You
Neo.
know, there's some things that make you go, Yeah, you gonna really start to wonder, damn. They say that's a movie, but you can see it being reality type business.
The main character's called Neo.
Mm-hmm.
So they got the drone in early.
Oh, and Bill Clinton is saying that Hillary should be put on that list.
Mr. Andy.
Well, I'm gonna email the White House this morning and tell them, give me one of those blanket pardons too, because I need it before the FedEx shows up. I just heard a horn outside, sound like a FedEx truck. Maybe he's trying to get me to come down and pick it up with him.
It was
He take his ass up here and knock on my door.
Can you see it from where you are?
No, I can't see it.
Thing
It's
is,
out in the parking lot. I could hear it.
all those people he's given blanket pardons just basically admitted that they must have done something wrong.
Oh, I agree. But you know what? That blanket pardon will never hold up because it's unconstitutional. It's not. Listen, it's not unconstitutional. It's out of the. What's the word?
It's out of the statutes.
It's not what it's written for, and it basically the president can't give you a blanket pardon when something hasn't been said it happened. You just can't walk, because that means if he's got a blanket pardon that could kill somebody tomorrow, you can't do nothing about it.
Yeah, I still don't get it, D.
Oh, I already get it.
Yeah, I
A
still
bunch of
don't
other
get it.
people about to get it too.
The rules were only in place for those of us below the rules.
Yep.
Okay, we only did it to make it look good, but you know, cause we wrote them, we ain't following them shits. We put them out there for y'all to follow. But get what? It's 2024, and nobody care no more. So we ain't gonna hide the fact that we just gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
Now what you gonna do? That's what it is now. They ain't sugarcoating nothing anymore. We just gonna do it. Man, what you gonna do?
Yep. So what? You can't do nothing.
Recovery Drones is in the house.
We're gonna let y'all do what y'all been doing. Get on social media and talk about it. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing. It's gonna be what we want it to be. Dre, what's good?
Dre is in the house.
Somebody was looking for you earlier, man. They had a very important question for you.
Hey, Dre.
It was a friend of Lance's, matter of fact. It was a question about mapping.
And
Yeah,
Dre, I just sent you his phone number just now.
Oh, there's Lance. Okay, I didn't know you're still there.
Yeah. So I just sent you a phone number. Yeah. And I'll kind of explain what he wants so you have an idea. Some guy owns 200 acres and he wants to take a picture of it and print it out. And he says, how high do I need to go? And I said, probably to the moon.
About a mile.
I didn't tell him how high, but I said, you're probably not going to get it that way. You might get it if you do a astro shot, not an astro shot,
Asteroid.
A sphere shot and zoom out, but then you're going to get distortion. It might not print out well, you know, so that's
the sphere would be too big. The Spirit be too big because it's gonna. Spirit's gonna do everything.
The little things further away would get it's minuscule.
So let me
How many
share what I'm
acres?
talking about on that, Dre. Hold on.
280.
Not
280
Dre,
acres.
Jonathan. Let me go
Yeah, I
to
shot that 4.5 acres and probably got about 12 acres in it at 400 feet.
Yeah.
Here's my
You
question
better-
would be, what about Earth map? Could you zoom in and get a
Google,
yeah?
you probably do better Google Maps. Just get
First
it.
question.
Come on,
First question is, what is he using? What drone is he using? That's question number one.
Yeah, that's a good question. I
The
don't know
Neo.
for sure.
Yeah, put the Neo up there. Neo can't fly on his own.
No, that's your starting point. First of all, what is he using? I would figure if he's got the right. Well, I don't know because this is big boy business. This is Dre territory. But I figure you got the right drone with the right angle, you can get that shot. I wouldn't know how none of that. That's just common sense for me.
Better have a wide angle lens on it.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, controllers that can do that.
If he's wanting an orthographic shot,
And I'm at
Yep.
400 feet on this shot here, guys. Let me show you. I'm gonna share this. Hold on.
yeah, if he's wanting an orthographic shot, he'll want to go. Depends on how much detail he's going, how large he's going to print it, and everything. But he'll want to go as high as he can. The lower you go, the more pictures you're going to have to get the orthographic projection. Here's Dre. He'll tell you.
So I'm zoomed all the way out.
It's not about a single shot. 200 acres. You're gonna have to fly it in a
280.
mapping type form, lawnmower form, and you have to stitch those photographs together. So the question is, how much detail does he want?
That's what I just said.
Okay.
Because the lower you go, the more pictures you're going to have to take.
There you go.
Yeah.
So if you want
the more
a lot of
detail you get.
you're gonna have to fly lower, say about 200 feet. A lot of detail, but that's gonna be 200 acres. That's gonna be over 1,000 shots, probably close to 2,000 shots.
Mm-hmm.
400 feet, 200 acres, you probably do about maybe between 500 to 700 shots, right around there. So like I said, it's about the detail, how much detail he wants, and then he's got to get the software to stitch it together, which you can use the whatever little free, or you buy the necessary points or whatever it is with that web Odom or whatever it's called software. You can have that thing stitch it together, but then here you go again. You're gonna have to go somewhere like a FedEx store to get it printed out on a large plotter.
And Dre,
What was you gonna say?
could it be done with a Mavic 3 or like an Air 2S, or do you have to have the mechanical shutter?
Oh, he's
Well,
got
that's,
some.
once,
He's got.
once again, you're talking about the amount of detail.
If you read
Mechanical
his,
shutter is going to give you the highest resolution of detail because, like I said, it's a better camera, better sensor situation. The Mavic 3 rolling shutter, it can do the job. You have to fly a lot slower for it to not get any blur, so you can stitch those photos together to make a nice, shot. So there's a lot of give and take, no matter what you're using. But like the last part of it, like I said, you're gonna have to take this to either. I know FedEx stores used to have the large plotter printers, and
That's a
once you
bad
stitch
word.
it all together, then you get to put it on a drive, because it's going to probably be about close to about 20 megabyte size picture, and have them printed out for you.
right, if you look at his channel,
Or
he's
send
got
into
he's
an
got
online store, though.
He's
They'll
got an
print it on a
Autel
plotter and then roll it
Evo.
up, send it to you in a tube.
Yeah,
He's got an
I'm
Autel
talking about
Evo dual
local.
540 thermal.
What'd you say, Mark?
He's got an Autel Evo dual 540 thermal.
Oh, that's what what's his name again?
Yeah.
That's what he's using.
Well, I
That's
say
what
the
he's-
same thing. The Autel Evo thermal, same thing, has a rolling shutter, so he's got to fly no faster than about maybe 8 to 9 miles per hour speed to take those photos for it to be relatively clear shots of each.
How many
each
acres?
photo.
280.
200.
280.
He's not gonna do one battery on that.
Oh, no.
No.
No. He's gonna need
Yeah,
about
he's gonna be
3 or 4 batteries.
doing multiple
He gonna need the whole
multiple flights.
flight.
So you're gonna want to.
And you need to set the overlap in the flight. The overlap's gonna need to be 80-80. 80% overlap front and 80% overlap side to side.
Yeah,
That's
because
why
you're
you
gonna need
take
a
so
lot
many
of points
shots,
to be
because
matching
you're
up.
overlapping at a high rate, especially with electronic shutter. Most of my work, I can get away with 75 with the work I do. And I fly normally at 400 feet.
Hey, Dre, you know what I'm hearing out of this? I'm hearing
What's that?
it's not in your wheelhouse. Stay in your lane. Leave it to the professionals and don't ask again.
I'm being nice, Joe. I'm saying if people assisting want to do it, I'll give you all the details how to do it. Now you're gonna put forth all the effort to get it done.
Yeah, that is. I knew I didn't know that.
Al's in here. Al uses a lot of he's done a lot of his stuff manually over the years. He can tell you.
That's like when parents come out and try to do football stuff.
Mhm.
Watch. This is what I tell them. I say, leave it to the professionals. Watch.
Smash.
Oh,
According to his his channel, he does do it professional and map 2 and 3D mapping as well.
You watch.
The guy we're talking about that wants to do this is a professional.
Well, that's what
did you picking them up, Joe?
No, I was on a different angle. I was nowhere around this guy. When I saw him standing out in front of there, I said, "Oh shit, here we go."
Say again, Mark. You said his website says he's a professional.
his channel, the information on it says does thermal drone deer recovery.
Oh, okay. Now that's a
Searches,
whole different ball game.
solar panel evaluation,
Yeah.
volumetric,
He's not looking for thermal, though,
2
Dre.
and
He's not
3D
looking-
modeling.
Whole different ball game.
Not looking for a thermal shot. He's looking for just call him.
Yeah, no, he does 2 and 3D model, it says.
Well, 2 and
As
3D
well.
modeling is nothing compared to doing an outright map. 2 and 3D modeling is similar in a way as far as the amount of shots need to be taken, but you're only taking pictures of a building.
Yeah,
You're not doing 200 acres.
and volumetrics.
And volumetric is all about thermal.
Mm.
Thermal, I said about thermal and stock power reports. That's where your volumetrics come in. Stock power reports. That's still not 200 acres. The problem here is you got 200 acres of land and you try to make one picture.
Yeah,
You
that's
got
a
a
mess.
drone that is not. You have a drone that is not specifically designed to do that kind of work. He has a drone, like he said, everything he does, that drone, he has a thermal drone with a regular RGB camera on it, and the RGB camera has an electronic shutter on it, and he probably has on that Autel, I think it's might be 48 megapixels, so he'll get some nice
48
shots.
megapixel 8K.
Yeah. He'll do all that, but it's how you do the work is the real thing. Like Joe's saying, it's these professionals, how you get the work done. And that's why I told him at the very end of it, if he wants a hard copy of that picture, he's gonna have to go find somebody with a plotter.
Yeah.
FedEx store used to be the main ones you go to print it out.
And get it printed on something like an A0.
Right. But other than that, you try to print it on your own computer, it's gonna print you a picture about this size. Let me get my hand in front of the camera. It's gonna condense it about that tight.
That ain't gonna work.
No, that ain't gonna work. That's what I'm saying. That ain't gonna work. So, like I said, I just gave him all the information I can give him.
So basically, he's got the wrong kind of drone for the job he's looking to do.
I mean, I'm not gonna say it's the wrong drone. It's just a lot more steps with the drone he has.
Right, which means he's got the wrong drone for the job he's trying to do.
Well, I'm trying to be nice here, Jonathan. I mean, you know, you got a car to get you from A to B, right? Now, if you want to get there a little faster, you buy a car with a little more horsepower.
Did you
Yeah.
talk to him already,
Yeah.
Dre? Dre, did you talk to him already?
No, I haven't talked to you. I just got your message this morning, and I sent you back. Sure, have him call me and stuff. I left my phone in my car, but I got to go out and get real quick here. And
Yeah, because I don't know what kind of drone he has, so don't assume. I just asked a question.
oh,
You know, he may
Mark
have-
went to his site. Mark put out he had an Autel thermal.
Yeah.
Again, I would probably ask him. I wouldn't assume what he may have a Phantom 4. I don't know.
Yeah, but like I said before, the type of drone he has is not the important factor overall. So like I said,
No.
you can do this with a Mini 3 or 4, but it's going to be very time consuming for you to do this manually. You might be out there all day because, like I said, to do a very good map of that size, like I said, you want the overlap to be around 80-80. So that's the thing is, if you're not doing this autonomously, how are you able to be able to make sure you're getting 80-80 overlap on every run back and forth?
And there's software that does that, correct?
Yeah, that's what I said. The software does automatic.
Yeah. So just say, that's probably what he's looking for is, hey, what
Yeah.
software do I need? What, how do I do
Well, like
it?
I say, the most easy software to use is Drone Deploy. If he's using like Autel, whatever, because they support Autel drones also. And Drone Deploy is free to use to fly, but you pay for the processing. So he can download it, create his route in Drone Deploy and fly it, and then use the web ODM to stitch it all together. But I say web ODM, you have to pay per so many, we call it points or whatever it is they have to do certain size maps. I think you do anything under 5 or 10 acres, it's pretty much a free deal. But 200 acres, they ain't gonna let you skip out on that for free.
Hi, Al.
Okay, it's working with this thing. I guess that's how your wrist feels when you're new to the porn industry doing hand jobs.
I was going to say, why are you wasting your time with that
But
thing?
I don't. But I'm just saying I haven't watched that before. But God darn it! I'm down to about a 16th of an inch. I can't find out. Something's grabbing it somewhere, and I can't find it.
Go ask that lady that was grabbing you. She figured it out.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's what I need. The little girl, look, I can't figure out how I can't get this last quarter inch in. Show me. See, little baby, you just got to put a little oil on it. Because it's, God darn it, it's locking up when it gets to that last little piece. So it's got to be that last little piece on where it's going through,
Yeah. Well, that's what I was explaining to him, Al, that, you can use other drones, but it's going to be a more tedious task to get it done. Like I say, the easiest way to get it done is download Drone Deploy and just fly it and then have it stitched in web ODM. And like I say, the biggest thing you're going to find out is getting it printed out. To whatever size.
I think another one of his options were to take part of the land and print it and take a picture and print that page out, turn the page, and then the section right next to it would be on another page. I mean, there are different options that I guess you could go for.
Yeah,
It just depends on what
you
the
could do
client
that,
wants.
but that's very disorientating because then you're trying to figure out, okay, what's the north, south, east, and west, especially if it's land that has different what's the term I'm looking for? Undulations and basically just elevation changes. That makes it disjointed when you go from one page to another page. And that's why it's so key about the overlapping when you do the shots. So it's one continuous picture. It's not individual shots, and when you don't know where one begins, the other one ends.
Like you need to just hire Dre and let Dre do it.
Well, it'd be a little bit too expensive, Joe, because I have to fly up there and stay about a couple of days, spend time with Lance and his family, and
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean.
Go by and see Bill and everybody
Road
else up
trips.
there. So I just can't stop in, do a 1-day job, and head back
And
out.
he's gonna have to hire me along with you, because I gotta come document everything.
That's right. That's right.
Well, he kept mentioning CT in some of his videos, so I assume he's in Connecticut.
He is.
Oh, I thought he was in
That's
Washington.
even better.
No, he's not in Washington.
Oh, I tell you right now, old Dre ain't going back to Connecticut. I spent a couple of years up in New Hampshire, right next door to Connecticut, and I'm not going back.
Yeah, so that's out.
That's
Especially
out
the next couple of weeks. They got a
I know
storm
right
going
now,
through there. I wouldn't be
I know
there.
right now that snow level is up past my waist level.
Yeah, you're not gonna see the land.
That's it. You ain't gonna be seeing nothing. I tell you, I was up there at a Portsmouth Naval Base up there. It's a submarine base for 2 years. Each winter, it would snow right before Halloween, and the last snowstorm would happen right around Mother's Day the next year. I'm like, I never got cabin fever before. I went to college where it snows and stuff, but I had never had cabin fever till I was there.
That wouldn't be as bad here as it is there. Because
Yeah.
your Mother's Day's in June, innit?
Yeah.
Our Mother's Day's in March.
So that's what I'm saying. We got snowstorms happening in June, starting from last October. Summer is only a couple of weeks. It ain't a month. It ain't a couple 3 months. It's a couple of weeks up there.
2 days. It's 2 days here.
Yeah, that's about 12.
Last 2 days of July.
In fact, 3 days, because the first day of summer is the day before Midsummer's Day, so it ends the day after.
Yeah. So I'm like that. Like I say, I did my time up there. I said, well, chalk that up experience paid by Uncle Sam, and I shall not return.
When I was stationed in Virginia, there by Jason, Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Yeah.
Little Creek, Virginia, right next door where the School of Music is. It used to get so cold there in the wintertime that we got a rubber washer, tied a piece of filament to it, put it over the wine bottle, and hung it out the window to keep them cold. We just pull them up when we wanted one.
Yeah.
Until the OD saw them hanging on the side of the barracks. Then that stopped.
Yeah. So no, that's why I find it hard for me to, nail down a place I actually want to retire at if I leave California, because I don't want to go nowhere where it snows. I don't want to go nowhere where it's hotter than where I'm at now. And I don't want to deal with hurricanes, tornadoes, all that crazy crap.
You might as well go to Hawaii.
Well, Hawaii gets those what they get it, well, not hurricane, what they call them, cyclones come through Hawaii or whatever.
No, they actually get hurricanes.
Hurricanes?
It's still hurricanes.
They got volcanoes, don't they?
Yeah, it's fun. You get to go take pictures of volcanoes.
Yeah. Plus, it's more expensive than where I'm living at now, so that's out of the question.
If I were you, I'd go to Spain.
Yeah.
Well, that means you're not going to Florida.
No.
Can't go anywhere on the East Coast.
Nope. Don't plan on going anywhere East Coast.
Can't go anything on the Gulf Coast.
Flagstaff, Arizona seems to be working its way to the top of the chart right now. I gotta go out and
That's hot.
It gets
it doesn't get any hotter where I'm at now. Plus, you do get a very limited winter. They get a tiny bit of snow. Like I said, they get snow maybe right around Christmas, and it's gone by, end of January.
You tried telling Dustin Dunnell that. He moved to Arizona from
I thought
Hawaii.
he moved to Montana or something.
No, he's in Arizona.
Yeah, what part?
On the, I think it's the Wyoming border kind
Well,
of thing.
That's not Arizona.
Arizona's about 3 states away from Wyoming.
Yeah.
But not the Wyoming, but he's definitely in Arizona, somewhere near where
Arizona got big.
his mother.
It sure did. This
Arizona
walled
bought
up
a couple of states in
Nevada,
between, huh?
walled up with Nevada and Idaho. That's why I thought he was up, because I heard somebody else say he was up near Wyoming. I'm like, oh, he's up Montana, Wyoming, Idaho,
No, it's definitely Arizona.
Yeah, like I said, because Arizona's got two main locations. You got Flagstaff, which is normal weather. Then you got the other two places where the devil rents out for holidays. Phoenix, and Tucson.
Woo! If Phoenix is so bad that when you land there in the summertime in a plane, they have to turn the air conditioner off in the plane.
Well,
they have to turn it off while you sit there because it does something to it where it'll mess up the plane until they're ready to take off again. Then they can turn the air back on in the plane. So you sit there and the temperature goes up by 40 degrees while you're sitting there.
I know he's somewhere near a disused concrete plant.
Yeah.
That tells a lot.
Yeah, so like I say, other places, I don't know, man. I might be stuck here in Southern California and just have to reduce my lifestyle. Because I always tell people, I say, when you retire, you got 50% of your income coming in. You ain't living that same lifestyle.
Hilly and lots of trees. That's about.
Yeah,
hilly and lots of trees. That'll pin it down.
Al's been visiting Arizona every month. The last 4 or 5 months, Al, he's been doing a project down there, flying from San Jose all the way down to Arizona. He knows what I'm talking about.
Right. Got it down to about a 16th of an inch.
I don't think it's where is. Only that he's only a few miles away from where his mother is.
Well, I figure if I go to Flagstaff area, which when I say Flagstaff, everybody jump me. Flagstaff, Sedona, which is where Pilot Institute is at in Sedona.
It's a great
Prescott, what they call it. Prescott. Call it Prescott. They call it Prescott and stuff. So maybe I can get me a little side job at Pilot Institute when I retire from the city here.
There you go.
Get some of these rules rewritten.
I'll do something, man. They killing us in DC. They are killing
us. Paul, I sent that video to my brother, and he just sent me back. That's really funny. That's really funny.
Well, did you watch?
I sent it to my ex-wife too.
Did you watch Drone Camp's video of him reading from the acts the other day?
I was trying to watch a little bit of it, but I was also watching Herman and Lawrence on their show yesterday. So I have to go back and review it today because he was doing the live hearing, and I don't know. It looked like a regular little circus clown show going on. They got some local sheriff in his Barney Five outfit sitting there trying to testify, and a couple other folks.
I thought they came on Thursdays.
No, they're on Wednesdays at
Wednesdays, yeah.
5 o'clock East Coast time, 2 o'clock my time.
Pretty much the same time as Paul's.
Yeah, come on, same time as Paul does. So I know they had Vic Moss on yesterday. That's why I was tuning into them because they had Vic Moss on yesterday, trying to explain a little more detail on what's going on with this stuff. And like I said, these politicians ain't slow. They try to give you the impression that, oh yeah, we're looking out for you. We're looking out for the American public and all this kind of stuff. And then when they know it's a hot topic, because our involvement, and not just us as regular flyers, but law enforcement and everybody else, first responders, who have been hammering them about the CCP Act and Close First Responders Act and everything else, and how devastating this is. They're on the fence now. They're like, you know what? We'll do this. We won't put the language in there now, but we will put in the language. If we don't do nothing, it will automatically come into a effect next year without nobody doing nothing. So what's going to be the play here? They don't want to go out there and take a vote actually, and have to show their little tails and say, oh, you voted against me, you voted against law enforcement, you voted against first responders, yada yada yada. We remember you come election day. So now they're gonna say is, well, I didn't vote on nothing. It automatically just came in because we didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
So I see that being the final ground right there. So they're gonna sit here and sit on this as long as they can, and come next summer when this comes to play, this is how it's gonna go down.
See, I remember back then. That's why I'm smiling, because I remember back then. For all those people who didn't say it to you, right? I'm gonna say it for them. And we all know I ain't in the big boy field, so I'm saying it for them. Thank you, Dre. Yeah, I remember how those people's eyes got open. I seen that whole footage there.
Yeah, because it's like Al and I got little email letters from our state senator talking about how he was not supporting this bill and all this kind of stuff. You know, I'm like, dude, I said, why are you sending me a letter? You should be sending me a letter, email, whatever, telling me what steps you're going to take to make changes. Don't tell me how you're not supporting something, because you're not telling me what you're going to do to correct it.
Hey, Dre,
you know,
I got one better than that.
Don't complain if you don't have a solution.
I got one better than that. Steve Scalise.
Yeah.
Big name.
Yeah.
Lived down the street from us.
Yeah,
he lived down the street from us. Grew up with the guy. I know the guy. Been at his house. Okay. I'm sitting in there with my daughter when she's buying the car, and I get a text message, Steve Scalise office. I mean, a message on my phone. I pick it up. I said, Brittany, I got to take this. I'll be right back. And she goes, who is that? I said, Steve Scalise. And everybody looked up, right? I answered it. He said, this is the office of Steve Scalise. Steve's trying to contact Joe Trompeter. It's up to me. He said, hold on a minute, we'll get him. So I'm walking out the thing, and he gets on and says, hey, man, how you been? And all this stuff. He said, I saw that message you sent about the Drone Act and all this stuff. You don't have to worry about it. I'm not voting on it. I don't believe in it. I think it'll hurt first responders and everything. He voted for it. I sent him back a message. You know, I told him, I said, bitch, listen to me. I said, we grew up down the street. You don't get my vote no more. Like that.
Yeah.
He asked me, he said, yeah, I miss coming down and seeing your mom and dad and all this and all this. You know, they've been dead a while, you know, and he knew that.
Yeah.
But he asked me how my brother was doing all this, and everybody in the Hyundai place is looking at me like, who in the hell is he? You know? And all it did was a waste of time. And he voted yes.
Yeah, so like I say, you know, like I always say, I like to give folks at least face value when they tell me stuff. But these folks are just so wishy-washy. Go with the flow, go with the wind, wherever the wind blowing, they lean that way. And so and they try to get in your good grace because they know election time is always around the corner.
Yep.
And now that it's been obviously shown that the amount of impact that we have as a drone community, like I said, we can have an impact. And that made me laugh last night when I was on Bill Thomas' show about this new group who came out of the woodwork, who was backed by a bunch of retired generals. And like I told him, I said, not one name in that group do we recognize in the drone community. Not one name. So I have to question, who are you really advocating for?
Follow the money.
Right. And like I say, they're most likely they're advocating for the Skydios and whoever else are out there and they're acting like they're part of the drone community and trying to, get us, get on board. I'm like,
Who are they?
I forgot what the name of the group he said last night, but they got this big old logo that looks like it's one off from Johnny Rebel Flag with a drone on it and stuff. And I'm like, wow.
And when I got that absentee ballot in and I saw Steve Scalise, they had like 4 people. I went, eeny, meeny, miny, no. And then I hit the next one.
Yeah.
And then he won by a gazillion votes, so it didn't matter,
Yeah. Scalise is entrenched in the DC. That's why I never laugh when people talk about, well, we're gonna clean the swamp. I said, you're gonna kick out a lot of your own people.
Okay.
They're just as much as part of the swamp as everybody else is.
The domino effect to that.
Yeah, I said, unless you're gonna kick out, you have to kick out everybody who's serving past 2 terms.
What they need to do is make it a 2 to 3 term limit. I'll give them 3.
Yeah, I said, everybody past 2 terms,
we're done.
You would have to kick out, or put a limit. That's all y'all can serve to really get people who can get in there and serve and do what the people want them to do on a regular basis. Because now you won't have these long-term people like the Schumers and the Grassleys and all these guys who have made. I say most people can't remember when they were first elected. They've been there so long.
Yep. They got some of them that were in there so long that they had to have people vote for them because they're always having strokes.
Yeah.
Like Feinstein, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she wasn't even there. She came in to vote. They sat there and they had to tell her when she stood
what was
up to
going
vote,
on,
who to vote for.
Right. To me, that's embarrassing. That's totally embarrassing. I mean, I said, you're not proving anything to anybody but your own ego when you sit there and you're not at the physical capabilities to really be doing the work that you're supposed to be doing.
If we were in the Marines out there in the trenches and one of our guys was like that, what would have happened?
Let alone he got a grenade thrown at his ass, so he definitely.
If he didn't get shot, in the back. He got sent home, huh?
Yeah. I said, get him out of here before you get somebody hurt.
Before we get hurt.
Yeah. Before you get somebody hurt, man. I was like, get out of here.
We had a guy when I went through EMS. The guy was the Gomer Pyle of EMS.
Oh wow.
And he was like, and everybody used to joke about him, and we used to say, don't be like him, and we'd say his name and all of this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when we went up to the practicals the day before, the week before we went up to do the test, when he found we had a scenario of a guy down doing CPR in progress by first responders, by bystanders. So you had to go take over the scene. So first thing you do is you establish an airway and all ABCs, right?
Right.
So he got up there and he didn't do an airway. Did everything else, didn't do an airway, right?
Okay.
So we used to say, do not be like him, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're sitting up at registry and I'm sitting there and I'm just leaning like this on a chair. And everybody says, man, you nervous? I said, no. You got to be nervous. My wife looks over and says, he's not nervous. Look at him. So I'm not nervous. I noticed stuff. Like this. She says, oh, bullshit. Took my blood pressure. It was like 160. It was like 110 over like 50. My pulse was like 50. It was like, I don't care about this stuff, I know it. Walked in there. The first thing was unresponsive underground CPR in progress. I forgot to do an airway. Failed it.
Mm-hmm.
And I walked out of there and I went, you got to be kidding me, because I thought about him when I went in there.
Yep.
And
did exactly what he did.
Exactly. I walked out and I'm sitting there and Marilyn, one of the teachers, walked up and said, how'd you do? I said, I failed it. And she started laughing. She thought, yeah. I said, I failed it. I said it was, and I told her what it was. I said I didn't do the airway. She goes, are you kidding me? I said, I'm not kidding you. I failed
First thing you do is check for an airway.
I said, so let me knock everything else out today. So when I got to redo it, I'll just come back and have to do that.
Yeah.
So I knocked everything else out because now if you fail 2 stations, they'll let you go retake them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they'll give you two new stations.
Right.
But one of them will be one of them you failed.
Mhm.
You know, so they give you a chance now. But you
Yeah.
had to wait 30 days to go back. I had to go 30 days wait and go all the way back, sitting there for the 2 hours and listening to everybody talk and everything, to walk in at one station. I walked in, I was out in 15 seconds
Yeah.
and walked and said, I passed, I'm going home.
Mm-hmm.
So I lost a month of work because of me being stupid.
Yeah. That's a tough one there.
Because they needed us so bad back then that everybody was hired as soon as we passed.
Right.
And we had a choice of where we wanted to go.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, the EMS class was a 9-month class, and that we finished ours in 6 weeks. my first day in it, I sat down and they were going over the stuff so fast. I had a highlighter, and they go over something that I wouldn't understand. I'd highlight a little bit, so I know I got to go back and look at it. Then I
Right.
highlight a little bit. Then I highlight a little bit. When I got home, my wife looked at me, and I was a 4.0 student.
Right.
My wife looks at me. She goes, "How'd you do?" I said, "Man, I don't know how I'm gonna pass this. I have no clue. I'm like lost in space." I said, "I'm gonna go back. Give me about a couple hours." I said, because I had 2 days in between classes. I
Right.
said, tomorrow I'm gonna look at these things again. So I went back, looked through them, and I said, I went through with the highlighter, and when I got to the end of what I understood, I highlighted that. So I started doing that in every class.
Mm-hmm.
Passed
Well,
everything perfect until I got to register.
Like I said, I just go to show you the method of teaching was not at where you were at. And I was,
After about 3 weeks, it was.
yeah.
You know, I understood it better because
Right.
everything was new to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's like,
And one of the things I always learn, and I always like instructor when they kind of tell you when they say something and they kind of get a hint, make sure you highlight that. Make sure you highlight that. You will see it again. You will see this again.
but yeah, when one of the supervisors, Hank Johnson, he's now a physician assistant up at, he's actually where Fort Polk is in that area. They handle all of the military out there. And when he was going to do it, he looked at me and he said, "Why don't you come sign up for this thing too? We get you financial aid and everything." He said, "Because that fits you." And I said, "Be honest with you, I don't want to go through all the worker classes again." I said, "That's my whole thing. I don't want to go through all of that."
Mm-hmm.
And I should have. That was a big mistake. Yeah, I actually ran into him during Katrina. I was up in Alexandria, and he lived right outside of Alexandria. I didn't know it. And I went to the church, and there he was standing there. So we're in church together talking, and I had a problem because I didn't have my medications. He says, "Hold on a minute." He said, give me all your stuff. He looked at me. So in a parking lot, I said, "Let me check you over real quick." Ran blood pressure and stuff. He says, "Here you go." He ran me all my scripts. He said, "Just send them over there. They'll give them to you." So he got them to me for free.
Where in Alexandria, Joe?
We're talking Alexandria, Louisiana.
Oh, I thought you meant Alexandria, Virginia.
No. But it was cool. But he was the guy it was Hank Johnson. We called him Cool J before Cool J. Because that was the night that I was sitting outside and two cars pull up in front of us, right by Tulane Medical Center. One guy steps out of one of the cars with what looked like the barrel was about that long on a gun. All up into the car in front of us. My partner's climbing over the seat trying to get out. I said, "Stop moving around before you get shot. Stop." Because he ain't worried about us. We start moving around and get his attention, maybe he'll turn on us, you know?
Right.
So he's shooting like this. And we're sitting there, and I see a flash from down the street. I'm saying, "Oh, shit." Tulane Medical Center shooting at them. And we're behind them. And I'm thinking, what are you kidding me? Like this? Tulane Medical Center police come out on the other side, start shooting, put a bullet in behind me, and hits the oxygen tank and bounces back out.
Oh, damn.
And Hank comes up when it's all said and done. He looks at me and he goes, "Are you okay?" I said, "Do I look okay?" You know, just the way he did it on. He came on the radio. It was funny. I said 722 shots fired, Tulane and Galvez. Went through the three, all the stuff with him. I said 2 vehicles. I'm giving out license numbers. They're going the other way and all of this. I said, "Is it any?" And they came back. "Anybody hit?" "Negative. We're not hit. I know we don't see anybody hit." I said, I said the unit has taken a round like that. So let them know we did get hit somewhere in the unit. And everything calms down. Everybody, you heard everybody get quiet, right? Hank Johnson comes on and says, 722, y'all okay? So cool, you know, like Ice Cube. 722, y'all okay? I'm en route. I'm en route. But that was his demeanor.
You have folks like that, just doesn't phase them.
I was working with him one day, and he said, "What are you gonna eat for lunch?" I said, "Well, I got my lunch, but where you going?" He said, "Well, I'm going down here, but you probably don't like the food like this." He said, "You're probably not gonna like what they got." It was Sister's Restaurant, a little soul food place. So he gets up and he goes walking in, and I get up and I start walking in with him. He said, "They might be able to fix your hamburger or something, you know?" And I looked at Hank and I said, "Well, let me see what they got." Man, they had turkey wings, collard greens, and everything. I said, "Make me a plate of that." I said, "I'll take a plate of that." He looked at me and says, "You eat this?" I said, "Yeah, I eat this. Give me that stuff."
You give you some turkey wings, some collard greens, and some yams, and you good to go.
I said, "What's wrong with it?" It had yams on it. It had a little rice and gravy on the side,
Yeah.
like turkey gravy. I said, "What's wrong with that, Hank?" I said, "God darn it." And the woman said, "Yeah, baby, I'll make you a plate." I said, "Oh, darn, I didn't even know y'all here. I'm gonna have to stop by next time."
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I used to eat there once a week after that. Hank Johnson said, "Well, you sure fooled me." I said, "How'd I fool you? Nobody," I said, "I don't do anything to make y'all think I'm anything else, you know? I said, I'm
Right.
real." And he says, "Yeah," he says, "I'm just every partner we got, he said, every white partner I've ever had don't eat anything from this place." I said, "Well, you didn't have me." I said, "Shoot." I said, "It was good food." I finally got this thing where it closes. Yep.
I hope you're not gonna be doing them by the hundreds.
I ain't doing no more of these ever again. What are you talking about? The last one I need to do, this is for the granddaughter. They said I got the little dragon built into it so she can't take it out. And on the bottom, it's got the year and my name, which is Joe T. So that when she's in her 30s, she can say, and her daughter says, "What's that? Your great grandfather made this for me."
Oh yeah, do you think it's going to last that long?
Probably not. She'll probably break it in a couple of weeks. You don't know. She's got one of these at the house. She's got one of these at the house, one of my little grandpa busts. And she picks it up and she tells everybody, "That's Papa," and hugs it and kisses it and puts it back. My daughter says she'll be walking around the house talking to it. I said, "That means she misses me, meaning you have to stop by on the way home from daycare." You know?
That's all about spending quality time, Joe. Kids
Yeah,
remember
I
that.
do it every time I go that way. I stop by.
Yep, quality time. They remember it.
When I walked in the other day, she looked up. She hadn't seen me in about a week. She looked up, saw me, walked over, put her arms up, put her head right here, hugged me, and hugged me for at least 30 minutes. Didn't want to move. I said, "You telling me you love me?" "Mm-hmm." "Okay, I love you too. This is the way you want to be?" "Yes." And she turned around and go, "Give me a kiss on the cheek and lay back down."
Yeah.
I said, "You miss me?" "Yes." I said, are you tired? That's why you up here? No. I said, okay, you must love me. Yes.
That's
But
nice.
it was at least 20 minutes.
Hmm.
So I have all the dragon eggs finished. All I have to make now is I've got 3 tea lights to make, Christmas tree tea lights. And I found a new one. I'm gonna see what that one looks like. And then I have, technically I'm done. I said 6 ornaments, but I don't know if I'm gonna make them. I already got 6. I may make the 6. These are all overnight projects. I just put them on when I'm going to bed. Get up in the morning and I'm finished. I'll have to deal with them. What the dollar store has the little bags that these things will fit in, 3 for $1. I'll go buy about $5 worth, and then I don't have to do nothing but just stick stuff in and hand it, you know. And then for all the adults, I have them Donald Trump ornaments for their tree. Making Christmas trees better again. Great again. I tell you what happened the other day at the store at Walmart, Dre. I went to Walmart and I'm at the grocery and I pull out my credit card. Okay.
Oh
You pay
yeah,
for
you
it?
did mention the lady asked you where you got that from.
Yeah. And she goes, "Oh, you didn't. Let me see that." She goes, "Wow, where did you get one like this?" That's a skin that glows on it like that. She goes, "Oh, oh no." And the woman behind said, "Oh, that is cool. Where'd you get that from?" It was 2 in a pack for $1.17. Best investment ever made.
Joe, JD and Corey.
I might have another pack. Got 3. I might have. I'll put it like this. I got 3 packages that's supposed to be here. It says, see this one. This one says 4 or 5. They need to hire some extra people. That's all I need to do. I am going fly today somehow. We got beautiful sunshine, hardly any wind, but it's going to be like 52 degrees.
Yeah, I got the same thing going on right now.
That's
We gonna
perfect
get
flying weather
54
right
though.
there.
We're 44 right now.
Yeah, 52 degrees.
When I
That's
woke up
perfect.
this morning, it was 31 degrees.
Yeah.
And I was actually laying on top of all the covers, sleep. So I fell asleep last night in short pants, short pajamas pants. Like I got cut off sweats that I wear. And I was sleeping in those. And man, I laid there for a second. I went, oh hell no. And I know I had the thing set to 72 on the heat. So I told it to change that sucker to 75 and get some heat in that house. Because it was cold.
Yeah, 45 and climbing.
It was so cold here. This morning.
What you woke up to, man? What was your weather this morning, man?
He stopped talking.
Oh, deliveries yet, Joe?
Joe, anybody knocked on your door?
No,
Look out the
Nah,
look out the people. They might have put it down in the rain so they don't get cussed out.
I can tell
I
Dre's
was
not
reading
frozen.
an
His
email.
eyelids are
Somebody
flipping.
says, mailed you about a week ago. No, you didn't.
Front door.
Let's see. Yeah, she says, she says, I emailed you a week ago. My daughter's name's misspelled on the thing. She goes, I want to order this. Maybe I sent it to the wrong email. Yeah, I didn't get it. I don't know who she sent it to. And first off, all the names came off the coach's roster. I copied and pasted off the roster, so the coach got it misspelled. So I have to answer that one today. But I haven't ordered their pictures. They don't go in until Saturday, so it's no big deal. And she hasn't ordered because I don't have it yet. Oh. I need to go get a lottery ticket, win a lottery so I could drop the mic. I'm tired of pictures.
Yeah, I won a magnificent £3.70 last night on ours. That ain't gonna go very far, is it?
Yeah, I got two parents. One of them that sent me a $20 Venmo for 2 5x7 8 wallets after the order was sent in, after the initial date. So she sent it, she's smart. She sent it through Venmo, so she didn't have to send it through the site and pay shipping. So now she says, I sent it to her a couple weeks ago. I haven't got my pictures back. I'm gonna email her back and say, you sent it to me after the cutoff date through Venmo, so it goes in with the boys' order Saturday. You'll get it in about 10 days. I'm gonna say, because shipping was included after that date, you know? So I'll just tell her that. She'll get over it. She could, you know, they email me, but they could ask me at the game, you know what I mean?
She gonna email you back. You know what she gonna say, Joe?
Take the $20 back. No, I'll tell her, she saw the date is on there when the initial order goes in. After that date, you have to pay shipping. So she saw that, and instead of, if she'd have went online, the shipping is still free because I've got the boys on the same page, you know? Yeah. She'll get them. And I told the coach knows. Coach says, don't worry about it, send it, get them with the boys. And the boys go in Saturday. So I'll have them the following week, and then I'll be able to give them to them at the tournament.
Yeah.
Because their tournament is the week of Christmas and the week after Christmas.
When you give them to them, just tell them Merry Christmas and smile at them.
Well, that's what I do. Dre will tell you, you don't get intimidated. You just give them an answer, you know? Because they know they're playing a game. They know it. Muted.
They playing a rush game, so they want to try to get them to everybody before Christmas, so they trying to rush you to get it to them. So they last minute move.
She wants me to order them through Sam's, and they won't look the same, and they'll come in. It's free shipping, and she'll get them in about a week. If she needs them right away, I'll do that. See, my daughter's doing me the same thing. She sent me a whole bunch of pictures she needs wallet-sized pictures of. I said, put them in Walmart. She goes, well, you do it better. I said, that means you want me to pay for them.
Yeah.
That's what that sound like.
Yeah, I guarantee that's what it is.
But then, you know, my dad is a photographer, so who you expect it to go to?
Hi,
So
Tim.
what I'm gonna do, put them in there. It's gonna cost about $4. It's like 16 pictures. And I'm gonna give them to him and say Merry Christmas.
Hello, Tim. Tim, what time would it be over there where Tim is?
Your time, Paul. What Tim?
Tim
Jackson?
Jackson in
Jackson.
Oh
Australia.
shit,
Big brother.
that's a
It's
different Tim.
3.
That's a former American.
It's about midnight where Tim is.
Oh, midnight. Okay.
What you got going on, man? Come up on the panel, say hello. Ain't seen you for the holidays.
Oh, shoot, they got time to fly anyhow. Let's see. Brenda's way back there. Donald used to be in. He probably still listening. He's probably lurking.
Double D.
JD, Corey.
Good morning, everybody.
It's almost 2 a.m.
Can't
Tim
see the
said.
chat. It's almost who?
2 a.m.
2
Where?
a.m.
Where is David?
Your brother Tim.
Tim, you coming up, man?
Yeah, you should at least pop in and say hello to everybody.
Okay, I must be on some kind of list because I got 4 packages that have shipping dates that are sitting in New Orleans in different places, and I don't have shipping dates to give them to me.
Oh wow.
You got
This one
on
says-
the naughty list.
I'm on something. Yesterday it says moving through the network in New Orleans, UPS, U.S. Postal Service Distribution Center.
UPS.
U.S.
Hey,
Postal
Joe, you
Service.
get your Power 1000 yet?
Hey, Lance, can you see?
Here comes David.
Joe, I know what list you're on.
It's David's fault.
David did it? Okay.
I'll guarantee you, David put that hex on.
Yeah, Davey's the one that
It's
fucked up.
my fault. Because last time I was on the phone to Amazon, I went, do you know Joe? You know Captain Joe in America? He's going to kick your ass. Yeah. And
That's good, David.
they went, oh, really? Let's sort him out then.
Hey, Dre, I'm in the mood. It's got me so kind of upset. I left the 9mm in the back. I got the 357 sitting right here. I want to make more noise.
Luckily, you can't get that into the UK.
That's why they ain't been to your house to deliver yet. They hear you on the live stream.
Yeah. That sucker gonna be on my hip when I open that door today.
Look, they sitting there like, the truck driver sitting there like, that man got a Clint Eastwood on the other side of that door. I'm not delivering this package.
I got a Dick Tracy, a little bit of snub nose.
Yeah, it was a 44 Magnum.
I tell you, when I shot that 357 2-inch barrel the first time, well, I'm glad I had a good grip on it. Because I thought it was coming out my hand.
Yeah.
I told my son when he went to shoot it, the Marine, I said, boy, you better have a good grip on it because it'll hit you right in the head. That's coming right back. I had a wooden handle on it. I put a nice custom wooden handle on it. I had to go back to the rubber handle. That sucker was hurting my hand. Ugh. I figure I'll wait till about noon. Then I'll probably go out and fly because it'll probably be about 52 degrees then.
Well, what I was wondering, did you call the FedEx location and say you're coming to pick your product up?
I called them. They told me I said, is it on at the location or is it on the truck? They said, it says it's on the truck and the truck's out.
Sound
I
like
said,
that.
so find out where it's at and
So,
let me know.
so I just received it. So now I need to send it down to our HR. Who likes
Well, I was supposed to have 2 things on the truck this morning. Something from Sam's and then them.
Actually,
Perfect.
got a package wait for 2 packages wait for you
Sure.
from UPS for like 2 days now. It's supposed to be
So
delivered.
it's in line.
Yeah,
Wires. Okay. Okay.
I have
Awesome.
to think about it.
Yeah.
Johnny was telling me what's gonna happen
Yeah.
is it's not gonna get here,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden
Yeah.
they're gonna refund my
Hopefully,
money,
yes.
then it's gonna show up.
I'm sure she is. I emailed her
Then
this
I'm gonna say,
morning.
good.
Got mine this morning. And
You know?
we send
Yeah,
it in.
that.
In the last 2 years, I've had 3 items do this, and it's all been FedEx.
Well, you and FedEx don't get along too well.
Well, we have a new driver about a year ago. The other driver, anything on the truck that was for me, when he was delivering to the office up front, he'd swing over and give me mine. And he'd come in the office while there's stuff in the morning before 10:30. So I had all my FedEx before 10:30 in the morning. And the UPS driver I knew real good because I used to work next door. Because before I went to Pizza Hut, I worked next door at the Simple Goodness bookstore, and it was a Christian bookstore. And he'd come in the morning. We sit there talk for a little bit, and one of the girls in there was trying to date him, and he was engaged to somebody, and he kept saying, "She's still trying." I said, "Yeah, she's still trying." And but he would do the same thing. As soon as he delivered something, he knew I was home. Afterwards, when I wasn't working anymore, he'd bring them right to me first thing in the morning. You'd see my name on something, put it right in the front of the truck.
That's the kind of service you like to have.
Well, it's friends. It's relationships you make, you know? I'd be on the road somewhere and he'd see me in the parking lot. He'd be delivering. He'd pull over, stop and talk for a few minutes. But the newer guys, they're not the same.
As they say, they're not like us.
It's a,
We need to do, Joe.
it's a different world.
Joe, just wait outside. When you see one of the vans, just go up to them and say, "My friend Donald's gonna kick your ass when he gets in office."
Well, the
No,
problem
you
is it's gonna take you about 5 years to get an office over it. No, wait, you might be able to do that. You just come in illegally.
No. You just turn around and say, "My friend Donald's gonna kick your ass when he gets in the office." Right? They're gonna think you're friends with Donald Trump. They don't realize you're just friends with Mudball.
Yeah. So you're saying Mudball don't count, huh?
Well, let's hope Mudball didn't hear that.
I didn't say
Here.
you count. I just said you're
Stop.
friends with him.
Stop.
Yeah, but you
You just
kind
got
of
something.
hinted that
No,
Donald
he's not.
Mudball
No,
is
but
not
Donald Mudball is not the president. I don't think he has any plans to be the president.
You don't think Donald has any friends?
No, I said I don't think he has any plans to be president.
Well, I thought you said he didn't have any friends.
Well, Donald's got friends.
We probably would have been better off with Donald being the president. I ain't talking Trump.
No,
Yeah.
I think Dre should run for it. He'd kick some ass.
Well, it's 11 o'clock. I think I'm going to call it.
Pack it in.
Pack it
Pack
in.
it up.
And Justin, what do you think?
Justin packed it in a while ago because Queen Laura has summoned him.
Actually, no. Laura was making food. Laura made my dinner. I think.
Okay, let's pack it in.
So what did she make? Black and what?
No, she made spike ball.
Smear who?
She didn't burn anything?
No, and I convinced her no jars, fresh ingredients all the way. It was actually delicious. I'm gonna have some more later.
She made spaghetti?
Yep, we call it spike ball or spaghetti bolognese. All natural ingredients.
Well, you gonna pack it in there, Paul?
Yep, I think we're gonna call it.
Okay, let's pack it in.
Okay, everybody.
Yeah.
We'll see you all later today.
Yeah, Jonathan will be on later. Mark will be on later.
Joe,
Joe,
you'll be back.
you'll be
this
around
afternoon?
somewhere.
Yeah, we'll be around.
Hey,
Okay.
David.
And Joe, if I'm driving around and I see your FedEx truck, I'll knock it off the road for you.
Before you shut down, Paul. Hey, David, are you on Facebook? Maybe I'll send it to Laura.
I am on Facebook.
Okay.
David Preston.
Okay. If I don't send it to you, I'll send it to Laura. I'm going to send you a link that reminds me of you. So you'll have to watch the video.
Okay, everybody.
Lance, you gonna send her what I sent you?
No.
You gotta send him that one.
Send him that one? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody. We'll see you later today.
Okay.
you
bye.
later.
Bye for now.